guys, and welcome back to Tell You Everything. I am aka Mama Payne, and I thank you for joining me on another new video. And today I am going to do a video and do some talking about inflation that has hit us in our pockets. And I find it scary. I don't know if you guys find it scary. I know that I'm scared because it seems like every time I go into the grocery stores and look at prices, they just keep shooting up. They're just going up higher and higher, and that really is scary. So I know I'm not the only one. And I see the faces some people make, and I hear little loud conversations while I'm passing through people with my buggy. It is absolutely scary. So when I go into the grocery stores, I buy extra. If I have a little extra money, I will buy extra, like a few extra cans or extra box of this or extra box of that, and store it in my store pantry for long-term storage, because not just me, but we all do not know what or where we're going to be in 6 months from now to a year from now. I mean, it's getting crazy out in the world, not just the US, but all over the globe. And that's why it's so concerning. There's something about to happen, and it's not for the good of our country and other countries. Something is about to give. It's in the tipping point of it happening, and yeah, it scares me, guys. But I'm not going to be in fear. Do not be in fear. It's just that I think I'm just a worried person, but it's all for good reasons. And I want to do this stored foods and storing my foods for long term for the security of my family. Because if things keep going up, I will not be able to afford to go into the grocery store and buy groceries. You can probably afford to buy a few items for the price of what you used to buy groceries with. So I do. When I get a little money, I will go into the grocery stores, look for the deals, and not buy up everything, of course, but I just buy a few of this, some of that, and bring it home, start seal vacuuming and packaging and put it in buckets or whatever I need to do. And that way I can go to bed every night, lay my head down, and know that we're going to be okay because we are storing food. We're storing food back so that if anything happens, we have that food. So, okay. So I did go to Walmart yesterday to see what was going on, what they had. And I did a little Walmart haul. And, the dry beans, they were hard to find. I found dry beans this time. And it was a good afternoon yesterday. So here is some of the bags that I got. And I try to do as cheap as I can and look for the deals, and so that I could store it back, okay? So this didn't happen overnight, guys. This did not just happen overnight. I've said that in other videos. This did not just happen overnight, okay? I've been doing this for 7 to 8 months, and it does take time to prepare a long-term pantry. As you guys could see, that is my long-term pantry for storing food back in case anything happens, and which I know it probably will. And I don't want to scare you guys, but you really got to start thinking about, this country is just so out of control, and anything can go down, and you need to be prepared. You need to prepare yourself and your family and make sure that you guys have things to survive on. So, you know, I've talked to other preppers, and we've exchanged, stories and whatnot, and tips and things that help one another out. Beans, rice, oats, things like that is the main thing that you store. But there are so many other ways to store things, not just the beans and the rice and the oats in the cans. You got to get a little creative with your pantries. But I will say this before I continue. I will say this. Some of you will say, well, what if nothing happens? Okay, well, I hope and pray nothing happens, but I doubt that very seriously. But if nothing happens, and we're still in the peak of hurricane season, okay? Well, guess what? I am very prepared for hurricane season. I will not have to run out here and try to find this and find that. I will be very prepared for hurricane seasons. And I know that it's waking up. The hurricane has woke up. La Nina, they call it. Not the Nino, but now it's the Nina. She has woke up. And there's some really active things going on in our tropics. So, in the seas, and I feel like if anything goes down, I am very prepared. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys some of the things that I am, storing, other than just my oats, my rice, and my beans. I wanted to share with you guys other things. But when I was saying, I wanted to continue, this is what I was trying to, talk about before I decided to, talk about the hurricanes. But as you can see, there's things that I still need to fill, because I do store rice in my 2-liter bottles of drinks. So if you have those empty, do not throw them out. Do not throw them out. If you throw them out, please recycle, okay? Please recycle your plastic. Please. I can't say that enough. Please recycle. All right. But I use my soda bottles, and no, soda's not good for you. And yes, I drink zero. But that's still, I still feel that's not good for you anyway. But it's better than the full straight up sugar Pepsis and Cokes and the other drinks. But I do have these containers like this, and that's the zero. And I use these for storing grits, beans, rice, oatmeal, and what have you. And these were my teas. And I have to have this tea though. It's like the best tasting tea. And I won't say the name because I just don't need to say everything that, I'm doing and name the brands and stuff. But anyway, you get the message. It was a tea container, and I put my beans in there. But guys, to freeze your flour, your rice, your beans, and stuff like that, because you don't want bugs. Even though if you was to put an oxygen absorber inside the little containers and what have you, you may still get those weeble wobble thingy buggies or whatever. I don't want to take that chance, so I freeze mine for 3 to 4 days, and it should be good. Let them come out, let them dry for about 2 or 3 days, and they're ready to be put in containers with an oxygen absorber or vacuum sealed. So next, that was my containers, right? And now I have my my 5-gallon buckets, and you can buy these at Walmart for $5 to $6, and that's not with the lid. I think it was $4.97 for the bucket, and like $1.98 or something for the top. I will show you guys what I'm going to store. Make sure that any container that you use, even tea gallons or water jugs or whatever, just make sure they got a really good plastic seal in the cap. That way it will hold that seal, okay, once you put the oxygen absorber in there. Okay, so let me show you guys something else. Okay, so my 5-gallon bucket, about these, let's see, this is all-purpose flour, and these are the medium size. I'm not sure where it says. It is all mashed up. It is 5 pounds. And what I'm going to do is put these in Ziploc bags, put them in a freezer, and freeze them for about 3 to 4 days. Bring them out, let them dry up, about 2 to 3 days. And then you vacuum seal these in your food sealer, or your food sealer. And what you do is once you vacuum seal them, you store these bags here, 5-pound bags, into your 5-gallon buckets. Some people just straight up fill these with flour and put oxygen absorbers, seal them back up. I don't know how well that works. I've never tried it. I can't say not to try it, but it's just a thought, okay? To me, since it's a smaller size family, I want to do at least a 5-pound bag at a time, not the whole entire bucket full of flour. I open it and I expose all that flour, and I would have to, use more oxygen absorbers. Every time you open it, you would have to use oxygen absorbers. So I think it's better to do it in portions and what have you. So then that's that. And then I have something else. Okay, so then I have these packs of rice, all different types of flavors. I got like 7. I remember these used to be 98 cents, but they're like $1. I got these for like $1.12. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 3.5-gallon bucket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to store a bunch of these inside here till I fill it up on top, okay? And, I mean, this is a good way to store them. And just, keep doing this and pack them in till you can't pack it no more. And I'm pretty sure you can get probably about 15 to 20 packs in here. And this has a rubber seal. And you just, cover that up. Label. You gotta label the bucket. Label your buckets on here of what you got in here. You just put packs of rice or whatever, but so that you know what's inside of those. And you don't have to do a rubber seal top with that. You can use one of these, which these don't have a rubber seal. And they call it, I guess, a casket, I don't know. I call it a rubber seal, okay? And like I said, but as long as your flour, rice, or anything that you have in a food seal bag and it's vacuum sealed, as long as you have it like that, you can put them in here. You can put it in these types of buckets without that. But if it's going to be like not sealed or anything like that, you need to make sure your oxygen absorbers work very well and that you have that rubber seal, okay? Or you can do mason jars, okay? I got my mason jars. These are 1/2-gallon mason jars that I store pastas in. So that's what I'll be doing with that. So I have my 20-pound bag of rice that I have already frozen for about 5 to 6 days. It's been out, it's dry, and it's ready to be put in a either 5-gallon bucket that has a rubber seal that I have to put oxygen absorbers in to make sure it stays dry and not have any bugs. Or I can keep going with the containers like that with an oxygen absorber. Or you can do a, vacuum seal it. Totally up to you. Or you can use like the tea gallons, fill them up and oxygen absorb. There's three ways of doing it, and I think that's good ideas and good ways of getting good sized portions for however many you have in your family. So, like the 2-liter bottles that I use, I have 7 to 8 cups of rice in there, and it takes 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. And that 1 cup of rice goes a long ways. It feeds up to 3 people. So, give or take, you got 6 to 7 to 8 cups in your 2-liter. I said 7 cups. That's going to take me a long ways. And it's in small portions so that I don't expose all of my rice. If I was to put this in a bucket like that had the rubber seal on it, and if I opened it, I'm going to expose all this rice. I have to keep throwing them oxygen absorbers. And what if you can't order no more oxygen absorbers? That's something to really think about. But if you do it like this and you want to store it for years and you don't want to open it up, that's another thing. Then I would say go for it. Do that. And you might want to put it in a Mylar bag. People do that also, and put it in containers. That's totally up to you. You can still get Mylar bags, guys. You can still order them off Amazon or eBay. You can still order them. Okay? Now let me show you what I got in this container. Check this out. I have so far 7 packs. No, excuse me, not packs, but I have 7 boxes of cereal and lots of dried milk. Okay? I want to be able to store at least a year's food. Y'all might say, wow, at least 6 months to a year. Because like I said, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how much things are going to cost at the grocery store. You just don't know. And I feel like in a year from now, if things aren't better, then we're all going to be in so much trouble. But at least that would give me time to figure out what my next plan is. Because you always have to be ahead. You always have to have a plan. Okay? So while I was at Walmart yesterday, I can only tell you, it was a sad store. Produce was almost all gone. That's a scary sign. And they had plenty of cereal. High dollar box of cereals. And the only thing I could find was the cheap box of cereals. Was only 2 boxes out of hundreds of boxes of cereals. And I found these. I found another box of these. And some shredded honey wheats. Okay? And right here, if I can get it out, right here. And the box was so mashed up, but I got it anyway. Because they're like, these are only like $2 and something. So I grabbed those, and this is my survival food. So I will be doing exactly what I did here to this cereal. And this right here, my friends, this right here used to cost $8 and something. Guess how much it costs now? If you haven't looked or you've not been paying attention, these bags of dry milk are now 20 bucks. And the price is just going to keep going up and up. So I know that I have a backup of breakfast. I have oatmeal. I have grits. I have cereal. I have pancakes. I have breakfast. I do. I have a small choice of breakfast, but I have breakfast. And then I started thinking outside the box and doing other things like crackers. I got 14 or 15 packs of crackers vacuum sealed in this, and it will not go stale. I promise you that. It will not go stale. These will last a very long time as long as they're sealed. Once I pop them open, it'll be for us to enjoy at least a pack of crackers a day, if not every other day, depending on how bad it is, or depending on how bad, food gets. And another thing, guys, I did go out here, buy popcorn. Popcorn. This is corn, and it's an enjoyable snack. And you can just pop it on the stove. You can pop it in a microwave if you know how to do that. There's a tip on doing that. Or you can take it outside and put it on a grill and just make sure you keep the low heat. Or you can fireplace. I mean, not a fire, well, yeah, fireplace. As long as there's no flames and it's hot. Hot enough to pop these puppies, pop these little popcorn kernels. You're good. Even a fire outside with coal, like, keep it real low, but make sure that coal is still red, and just sit something on there and put your kernels in there. Pop, pop, pop. Hey, you got popcorn. It's just tips and ideas of how to survive in case it goes down, guys. In case it goes down. And I have bought, the butter spray, stuff like this. You got to have, guys. You got to have this, okay? Got to have it. Because, with all that rice, what are you going to eat? What are you going to put it, what you going to put in it? You can't just eat plain rice. And I got the chicken and dumplings with rice. That would be good. Or cream of chicken and put it in your rice. Just so many ideas. Beef stew. I got packs and packs of beef stew. Just so that I'll know that we are okay and we're going to be able to eat a decent small meal every day and just try to survive. I got more salt, more canned goods. Green beans and corn are getting hard to find, but I just added 4 more cans to every time I go to the grocery store. I add a few more cans of that. All that flour I have, you got to keep buying the yeast, because what if you have no bread? What are you going to do? Make your own loaf of bread, That way you have bread. And macaroni and cheese. About 6 boxes to store in my mason jars. I've showed you guys tips on how to do all that in my other videos. Jump onto my other videos and watch the other tips that I have besides these. And some you have seen on here in my other videos. If you watch this one and you didn't watch the other one, then you'll see that, I got more tips, different things, or probably some of the same things. Well, guys, seriously, it is getting scary. Are you guys not concerned? Are you not concerned about what's going on? I'm just not going to stop. I'm not going to stop prepping. I'm not going to stop buying until they tell us we can't buy, or they tell us we can't go to the stores, or if they tell us they shut down everything, or until everything runs out. Don't be the ones to go out here and start panicking and buying because there's no more food, or you're seeing there's hardly anything. Please don't be that person. Go out, get your stuff, prepare yourselves, prepare your family, prepare your homes. Get things ready, because we don't know what's about to happen. I have not just food that I've been storing. I have bought things to survive on, and that's going to be another video. I wanted to do this on this video, all of it, but it's not. It's just going to be too much of a video. It's just going to be too long. But I will say this, guys. Just be smart. Prepare yourselves. Know what to do when emergencies occur and what's going to happen. Prepare your pets. Make sure you get food for your pets. The pet food is going up. Prepare your little babies. You see the crisis on baby food, formula, diapers is going absolutely insane. It's going to go higher and it's going to get worse. Go get those things. Go get those things. Prepare. Be safe than sorry. And that's all I can say about it. Get your containers. Start filling up with water. Start doing what you're supposed to be doing. Just act like we have a major hurricane coming. Start preparing. Okay? So I thank you guys for joining me. I do have another channel called Exploring the Afterlife. If you believe in things about the paranormal, go to my other channel. Like I said, Exploring the Afterlife. And I do have a group called Shadows Behind the Darkness on Facebook. Excuse me. And send a request. Make sure you agree to rules on that group. Hey, it's fun. It's funny. It's a little bit of everything. And yeah, I'm going to do another video of what this conversation's about, what this video's about. I will take it on to something else besides just food, things that you need to know, that you didn't think about. Because I'm still learning. I'm still thinking, oh my God, you know, I need to go get that, or I need to do that. If you're prepping and you forgot something, maybe somebody else on the video can remind you or give you a new tip. Never know. But other than that, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That would help so much. And please hit the bell for notifications, so when I upload, it will notify you that I have uploaded a new video. And if you guys want to share, please share. Talk to your families, talk to your friends. Other than that, thank you for joining me. I am Mama Payne with Tell You Everything. Until next time, God bless and stay safe. And don't forget to stay positive, live a little, and don't forget to love yourselves. Alright guys, till next time.